Boop. Oh,
BBD.
wait, hold on. Actually, no. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. Now boop. Boop. And boop.
Yep.
Woo!
And we're back, everybody.
Yay! Extra SSL stream!
Yeah. Because I have to work today.
Woo! Were we at Christmas?
Yes, we were,
Oh,
actually.
how wonderful.
It's a little late in our world, but it's right on time for SSL.
The 16th. Wow.
Wow, that was 2 weeks ago on Saturday. What the fuck?
We would have had it on Christmas if we did it, but I decided to day off instead.
Yeah, fair.
Anyway. Just gonna move the mic a little bit closer to me. With the cool...
I probably should do the same.
Probably.
There.
With the cool autumn having passed, even the midday wind started growing cold enough to chill the bones. Patches of frost started to linger in the shade, and our breath formed white clouds outside. Winter had begun. The calendar already read December. I didn't dislike school, but one Monday morning I couldn't help but feel a bit gloomy. Heisuke had left for early morning club activities along with Okita, Saito, and the others, so I found myself walking to school alone. Mail! Who's it from?
Friends?
Awesome! Chizuru-chan, I was a little curious. Is there maybe someone in your school that makes it interesting for you? I don't fucking remember.
Why do you ask? Hey, let's go!
Somehow, it feels like talking about Hakuoki Academy makes you happy. I was wondering if maybe there was something about that school that makes it fun. Fun, huh? I really did feel sleepier on Mondays. I can't remember what day it was. It might have been Monday, but I fell asleep at my desk. I was listening to ASMR to get shit done, and then I was waiting for something to render, and I'm just falling asleep.
That was my phone, but it wasn't due to Twitch. It was due to Pluto TV.
Oh.
Anyways.
As I held back a yawn while going through the school gates, a cheerful voice greeted me, one energetic enough to chase away all my lingering drowsiness.
Ohio-ma, Yukimura-kun. It's truly a lovely morning, isn't it?
Ohayou gozaimasu, Kondo-sensei. You seem to be grinning more than usual today. Did something special happen?
Huh? Oh, of course, you're a first year, so you don't know it yet. It'll be explained at the school assembly later. But, actually, come Christmas, I dress up as Santa Claus and give presents to students here at the academy every year.
Someone really needs to draw Kondo Santa.
Yeah.
Also, I need hair clips!
Oh, no.
I can't fucking see! Okay,
Wait,
can't.
did you go to the Blueberry Siblings Academy of Hairstyling?
Shush. I mean, I can see it, but it's very annoying and it's in my face. Fuck it. I'm using the cat clips.
Makes me glad that I style my hair back.
I have bangs. And I've always had bangs, and I'm not changing that.
Anyways.
I'm getting the cat hair clips.
Yes, somebody draw Kondo Sensei as Santa Claus, please.
Alright, I got one white cat. Those in my hair. I'm gonna get this other cat. It's a void kitty, so it's automatically named Soji. And now I can see.
Yay!
Yay! Go over there. Boop. Ah, shit. It did not reach the trash box. Now that you mention it, it is nearly Christmas, isn't it? But do you do it all by yourself, Kondo-sensei?
Well, of course. I can't just hand over such an important role over to someone else, you know? Seeing the students' excited faces as I hand out presents, I just can't help but look forward to it every year.
I'm sorry, I got an image in my head. I want you to guess what it is.
Him handing them out, obviously.
Mm-mm.
What is it?
Here's Yukata dressed as Santa.
Ah,
Mage!
Hi, Mage. Here's looking at you, kid. Also, it's not moved in the last couple days.
I'll do it again. It has not moved.
Told you. As soon as you were talking about how Hijikata in a Santa Claus outfit, I did take a drink. Just somewhat knowingly.
I can see the scowl of 1,000 stares.
The scowl of 1,000 suns.
I'm sorry. It popped into my head. I couldn't keep it to myself.
I know.
He struggled to contain his beam of excitement. I couldn't help but grin and let out a small giggle myself. Honestly, with a man like this as his principal, I was really glad that I enrolled in Hakuoki Academy. Well then, I will also be looking forward to this year's Christmas event.
Oh, that's great. I decided to splurge a little bit this year too, so I hope that you do. Kondo. Oh, Yukimura-kun's here too, huh?
Ohayou gozaimasu, Hijikata-sensei. Hijikata-sensei had suddenly approached the two of us at the gate. Kondo-sensei noted his unusually weary expression, and his eyes narrowed in confusion.
Toshi? What happened? Your face is really pale. Did some bad news come in this morning? Bad news, huh? Well, I guess you could call it bad news. Long story short, Christmas is canceled. Dun dun dun!
Oh, God.
uh, I have some upsetting news for everyone today.
Attending morning assembly in the schoolyard was hard for students during this time of year. The freezing winds ripped through the campus. Even just standing outside was torture in winter. All the students were lined up according to which class we were in, our shoulders hunched in the cold as we listened to our principal's announcements. But he looked worse off than all of us, his face paler, his shoulders more slumped, as he addressed us from the dais.
Now, we have a last-minute announcement from the PTA chairman, Sarazawa-san. This year, Sarazawa-san has kindly decided to host a Christmas party for the school staff and a few select students. As a matter of fact, this party will be hosted in place of our usual Christmas event.
Surely by usual Christmas event, he meant the gift-giving one he was just telling me about so enthusiastically. Kono-sensei shook his head a little as he spoke, his broad frame sagging miserably. Mage what?
Huh? You Gregnet? No! I don't think that's possible with what she's got going on right now.
Eh?
I think he misspelled a few selects the invitations will be delivered to those who are chosen. Students will have until the day of the party to prepare presents. Those presents will be for a gift exchange at the party.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Toto. Did Seizo-san host a party like this last year too?
Nuh-uh. At least not last year. No. Kondo-sensei seems surprised too. Must be a first for this year.
Kodo and Heisuke's classes happened to be lined up near mine, close enough for me to overhear their conversation, which left me puzzled. It seems that the older students were just as surprised at this unforeseen development. Students murmured to their neighbors here and there. In the midst of all this, Ibuki's face had already gone pale, and it was getting wider by the second. Ibuki-kun, are you okay? If you're not feeling well, I could call Sanan-sensei over. No, that's okay, but, that guy hosting a party with a bunch of hand-picked students? What's with that? What's he scheming? I'll say this much. He's definitely not doing it out of the goodness of his heart.
Now, I'm sure you all have your questions, but regardless, this is how it's going to be. Students and teachers alike who are invited should treat it as if it were a compulsory event. That is all. Dismissed.
With that, the morning assembly that had shocked the whole student body came to an end. On Hijikata-sensei's cue, we students dispersed, hurrying back into the school building. What was first period again? As I changed into my indoor shoes and started walking to my class, I felt a tap on my shoulder.
Yukimura-kun.
Oh, Hijikata-sensei, did you need something?
Not exactly. You heard about the thing before, right?
Kondo-sensei was looking forward to it so much, too. It's really too bad.
Yeah. I'm actually worried a little bit about that. I want to try turning it into something Kondo might be able to appreciate.
Really? Ichikata-sensei gave me a small nod in response, his expression determined.
And about that, if I'm only assuming at this stage, but say if you received an invitation, what would you do?
I would
Go to the party!
go to the party. After thinking on it for a moment, I gave a small nod. I'm not confident that I'm an outstanding student or anything, so I'm not so sure that I'll be invited, but if I were, and he went through the trouble of doing so, I think it would be rude not to accept. Power to the people, what? I'd likely be putting the teachers in a difficult position too if I refuse the invitation.
You really have a talent for overthinking things. You don't need to worry about us too, you know.
But we have to.
Why?
Ichikata-sensei watched me intently, his expressions both amused and exasperated.
You're an outstanding student, you know. There's no doubt that you'll be getting an invitation. Your grades aren't bad, and you listen properly to your teachers. Not to mention, you always strive to improve yourself. But if that's the case, then it seems like this plan backfired on me.
Ichikata-sensei said that with a deep sigh. He fixed his gaze back on me, a miserable look in his eyes. Wish? This party at Serizawa-san's had sprung up out of nowhere. It quickly became the talk of the school.
Yeah, really.
Then, during lunch break, I climbed up to the rooftop to meet up with Heisuke and Okita for lunch.
Well, it's a good thing I got a bowl of chicken fried rice in front of me.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's here! She's here! Chizuru! Over here! It's quite warm with the sun out today.
You're eating with us today then, Saito-san? He didn't normally sit with us for lunch. I greeted him with a nod and a smile. But where's Okita-san?
Soji's been kind of in a bad mood since this morning, and he ran off somewhere else for lunch, you see. So I thought we could eat with Hajime today instead.
A bad mood? That struck me as a little odd as I sat down next to Saito-san. I opened up my bento. As I did, Heisuke sunk his teeth into some bread and spoke up again.
Oh. So a free big shock all of a sudden, huh? Only a Christmas party all of a sudden? Even the announcement itself was sudden as well. The teachers even seemed surprised by it.
Serizawa-san, though. He's the one who came to see the Kojo Festival, right? Not only was he the Hakuo Academy Board chairman, but also the PTA chairman and Ibuki's foster father. From my first impression of him, and from how timid Ibuki was around him, he seemed to be very strict with his discipline, but... Fuck you, Okta.
Fuck that guy.
The long, loud sigh that Heisuke let out hinted that he might hold the same opinion.
Serizawa-san's party, huh? Even if I somehow did get an invite, I got a bad feel about it all. That's a shrewd stance to have, Heisuke. But it was with Serizawa-san's assistance that Hakuo Academy was first founded. You mustn't assume the worst of him now either. But I mean, Ijikata-sensei doesn't like Serizawa-san either, right? I could totally see Hesuke throwing his arms up in the air as he said that.
Yes.
Yukimura-kun, don't. This doesn't concern you.
Now that he mentioned it, Hijikata-sensei had seemed fairly tense the last time the two met.
It is true that they do seem to quarrel at every given opportunity, but...
Sato-san, crossing his arms and pondering that thought, looked up at me.
Yukimura-kun, what do you think about this party?
From where I stood, Serizawa-san's Christmas party was...
Okay, I have no idea. I feel like it's something to look forward to, given the fact that we're on the Himbos route.
a little worrying, actually.
Oh.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried.
Then again, this is the Baka trio we're talking about.
I mean... I mean, Nakura may be a himbo, but he is smart.
Well, not unless it comes to his money.
Okay. How is he the math teacher again?
My charm and good looks.
And that is how he won Haruka. From what I knew of Serizawa-san, he did seem incredibly strict. He was probably strict about etiquette as well, which made me worry what might happen if I slipped up at the party. I looked down anxiously and Hesuke nodded in agreement with me.
Right? And who knows what he would even say? I demand a revote. Yeah. That's true. I also find myself wondering about various things.
Like Hijikata since, my brain.
Your brain.
Yeah, like Hijikata Sensei's scowling face as he listened to the announcement. Or Kono Sensei, who was so looking forward to the gift-giving event, only to have it struck down. There seemed to be many other people who felt conflicted about this Christmas party, too. Thinking about how this party had caused quite the disturbance, I finished eating my lunch and waited for the break to end. Whoosh! The day's classes had finished, and there were only a few more school days left in the term.
Well, then take care. Well, then let's wrap it up here for today. Take care of yourselves on the way home.
As the bell rang to dismiss us, the students abruptly stirred up a commotion all at once. Getting ready for their club activities, opening up their phones to text, making plans for the way home with their friends. I took my time putting my things away as I watched my classmates out of the corner of my eye. What should I do today? Maybe I just go straight home for today. Or maybe I should stop by the station and buy some groceries for dinner.
Oh, wait up a moment, Yukimura-kun.
Yes? I stopped and turned back into the classroom upon hearing Harada-sensei call out to me.
I have something for you. Here you go. This is it.
The single card Harada-sensei handed me was bordered in gold foil.
She got the golden ticket.
Oops. Is this by any chance?
I'm sure you've already guessed it, but it seems that Willy Wonka wants you to come to his factory. No, it's just an invitation to Serizawa-san's party.
Ah! Don't know which is worse.
I do have my 2 cents on the whole thing, but it's in your hands now. Make sure that you read it properly whenever you get home.
Serizawa-san's party, huh? I muttered to myself as I left the class, looking the invitation over. Now that I think of it, I wonder who else was invited. I feel better if other people I knew are going, too. I wonder if I should try asking around. Where would people gather at this time of day? After thinking about it for a moment, I decided to head towards the cafeteria. Uh-oh. You know what's going on here. Hakuo Academy's cafeteria was mostly used by students during lunchtime. But it wasn't as if there was a rule against hanging out there outside of lunch either. Even if someone didn't have any lunch, there were plenty of tables and chairs, so people often hung out there. In a popular after-school spot like that, I was bound to find people I knew, and I was right. Oh, everyone's...
God, I'm sick about hearing about this. Well, sure, we're all sick of it, but do you have any right to say that, Hijikata? Stop it, Soji. It's not as if Hijikata-sensei is to blame for this.
The air in the cafeteria crackled with tension around the group, and I missed my chance to speak up. Hijikata-sensei, Okita-san, and Saito-san.
What? Hold on.
Hmm?
Okay, there we go. I had to refresh the page because it said, I would like the local mall, the nearby parks, maybe a few parking lot thingy that's surrounded by restaurants. What?
What, mate?
I had to refresh my page because it said there was something wrong with your player.
The fuck? It looks fine on my end.
Yeah.
But also...
Who actively wants to stay in at school? Okay, I see what he's talking about.
Explain to my brain.
It's like, going to the school cafeteria because, she's going to the cafeteria, yeah.
Okay. Okay. The three of them were facing off, and the topic of their conversation seemed to be the upcoming party.
Come on. I couldn't do anything about it. It's not like I could tell Serizawa-san not to host a party. Doesn't really have anything to do with me whether that guy hosts a party or bullies Ibuki.
Hey, son!
However, I'm not comfortable with the trouble he's causing Kondo-sensei by going and crushing his plans. It's true. Kondo-sensei's zeal for this Christmas was no ordinary level of excitement. He's been searching through catalogs for quite some time, putting earnest, serious consideration into the gifts he would give to us students. Yeah, well, it's all the more difficult since Serizawa-san's plans interrupted those already in motion. So why don't you use your position to stop any of it? The party, you mean? You already failed Kondo-sensei to begin with the moment you passed the word on to him. I mean, he'd obviously accept the news right away in that kind of situation. What with him being the soft-hearted type, right? That can't be helped. Not to mention it's difficult for them to turn down Serizawa-san since he's also the chairman of the board. That makes it all the more important. Isn't doing something about unreasonable requests like these your job, Hijikata?
Okita-san's chair clattered as he stood and squared up to Hijikata-sensei. Nah, shit. Hijikata-sensei held a sour expression while Saito-san wore a grimace. I had to stop them. The atmosphere around them felt ready to explode. In the spur of the moment, I raised my voice to speak.
Wanna see what's underneath me kilt?
The fuck?
That would definitely cause everything to stop.
I mean... Yes? The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. Calm down, maybe?
I don't think it could be helped.
I know. Dot.
Everyone.
Shift their heads toward... Oh, Yukimura-kun. What is it?
Oh, um, I happened to come over and there seemed to be an argument, so I just called out without thinking.
So you could hear it all the way over there, huh? How embarrassing you had to see that. You don't have to worry about it. We were just complaining about the upcoming party.
It was obvious from a glance that Okita-san was in an awful mood, and he waved his hand as if to dismiss me.
And I did that out of reflex, too.
Instead, I held my ground with a gulp and timidly spoke up. I understand that Kondo-sensei put a lot of thought into this year's Christmas event. I was also looking forward to it and really got the sense that Kondo-sensei truly treasures the students here, too.
Exactly. That's why I hate the fact that his plans were crushed.
But precisely because of all of that, for students to be here complaining about the party, I think above all else, he wouldn't want you to be feeling like this, Okita-san. As I continued, Okita pursed his lips and fell silent. I'm sorry for saying something so arrogant, but...
Ad break in a minute. I get it already.
And with a sullen look, he turned away from us. Okita-san, please wait!
Let him go, Miyukimura. Leave him be.
But...
It's fine. Soji already knows. It can't be helped that the event was canceled in favor of the party, and that it wasn't Hijikata-sensei's duty to recover it. He knows it all. It's just that he needed some place to go vent his anger, and he didn't know what else to do, so... Leave him to me.
Go, Saito! With a reassuring smile, Saito-san walked out to follow after Okita-san. Will they be okay?
Yeah. We've caused trouble for Saito, too. He's way more mature than Soji, you see.
With a bitter smile, Hijikata-sensei suddenly turned his gaze to the back of the cafeteria. Meeting his gaze on the other side was Inoue-san, who approached us with rice balls in hand.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Toshi. You seemed preoccupied. So it was you again. Sorry you had to see that. In any case, thanks for the rice ball. I appreciate it.
Hijikata-sensei, will you stay and eat them here?
Sorry, but I don't have time for that. I'm busy at the best of times, but now I'm swamped thanks to Serizawa-san's party. Since the original event was scrapped, I've had to call over to let people know it's canceled. Ever the workaholic, aren't you, Toshi? But we are truly in your debt.
If only there were something he could do to help make his work even a little easier. Then an energetic voice sounded, and it felt like my prayers had been answered.
Ha 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 ha!
Where is he? There he is.
Hey, kid! I'm a bit late, but I'm here to have some lunch. Oh, welcome, Nakakura. It's a little late for lunch, though. Unfortunately, by this time, I've already cleaned up, and today's menu can't be served anymore, you know? Of course, even just a rice ball would be fine. Hold up, Hijikata and Yukimura are here? What is it, Senpachi? Did you also come here to eat? Yeah, I've been working unusually hard on my paperwork today, and by the time I realized it, I missed out on to eat lunch. What? Is it unusual for you to work hard? Christ, if you worked at this pace more often, they'd have an easier time as well. God forbid.
With that, Hijikata-sensei turned on his heel and moved to continue with his work. Seeing that, I...
Turn to Nagakura-sensei!
Turn to Nagakura-sensei! Nagakura-sensei's expression was unusually energetic, even for him.
Gotcha. Pack on plenty of rice, will ya? You can't win a fight on an empty stomach.
No, rather than energetic, it's more like he was less frugal than usual.
Quack.
Huh? Nagakura-sensei, you seem to be in an exceptionally good mood today. Did something good happen?
Oh, thanks for asking. Well, I'll tell you, but it's just between us, okay? You see, a while back, I called for a taxi for this little old lady who lost her way. And this morning, she came by and paid me back. Well, that was sure nice of you. Looks like that good karma came back to you, huh? Oh yeah, that's right. So, Yukimura-kun, I could buy you your share too.
What?
I mean, it's fine if it's not food too. You know, whatever you want, I'll help you if I can.
Asking a favor of Nagakura-sensei? After thinking on it for a few seconds, I mumbled quietly. Well then, I suppose, if it's alright, then, would you please find a time to help Hijikata-sensei with his work?
Ah? I see. Since, as a student, you can't help me with the Yukimura-kun, you were thinking that if it were Senpachi here, then it'd be fine, huh?
Hijikata-sensei's eyes slid over to the side. Look at that face.
I believe this is appropriate. You goddamn snake!
Meeting his gaze, Nagakura-sensei shook his head hurriedly.
No, I mean, I said I'd do whatever, and I can do that, but, Yukimura-kun, are you really okay with just that?
If it's alright with you, then that is what I'd like.
In that case, I'm grateful for the help, Senpachi. To start, I'll leave the test marking to you. And just in time for the rice balls to be ready, I suggest bringing them with you to your desks.
Inoue-san had returned, and Nagakura-sensei took 2 people's worth of rice balls from him, giving a sigh.
Well, I guess that's how the cookie crumbles. A promise is a promise, after all. But you know, Yukimura-kun, next time, you should wish for something for yourself. After all, it's nearly Christmas already, and kids like you should be more selfish at this time of year.
Nagakura. Thank you very much, Nagakura-sensei. Take a drink.
Oh, Meg and Dawn are on. It's Meg's birthday. Let's decorate some cupcakes.
Cupcakes?
Yeah, they're decorating cupcakes on there.
Cupcakes! Oh god, our birthdays are coming up soon.
I know.
Oh god, hey guys, we haven't checked the schedules or something there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Watching him walk away with a jaunty step, I felt my lips curl into a smile. As Nagakura-sensei waved at me on his way out, my chest began to feel warm and fuzzy. I waved back at him as I left to make my way home. One day at a time, the calendar's pages turned, and soon enough, the end of the year was close. It was the night before the last big event before we would welcome in the new year, the Christmas party. As I lazed about in my bed, I looked over at the present I had prepared for the next day. We're never gonna find out what the fuck this present is, are we? I wonder if whoever gets this will like it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, but I guess I'm still a bit worried, too. Who in the world would get my present?
We would also like to know what your present is, Yukimura.
I wondered whether the party at Serizawa-san's would really go off without a hitch. I rolled around on my bed, torn between excitement and worry. Suddenly, my phone beeped with an email notification. From Ibuki? Help me.
Uh-oh.
It read like someone's dying message. For a moment, I could only sit there speechless. Ibuki, what's wrong? Should I call the police or an ambulance if I didn't get a reply?
Oh,
No.
not yet.
I found my finger hovering over the emergency contact out of reflex as I waited tensely for Ibuki-kun's reply. Sir? There we go. But before long, he sent me another email.
Oh, holy shit, this cake looks really good.
What?
Over on Game Grotto.
Oh, shit. The truth is, I was left in charge of getting the venue prepped and decorated for tomorrow's party, but the storehouse is in such a state I can't even begin to search for the decorations. We're clearly short on helping hands. Even though it was just a text, I could somehow hear the fatigue in his voice. It was the sound of someone who'd been driven into a corner. Please, if they're still on, we gotta raid them.
Yeah, they started like 7 minutes ago.
Oh my god. Okay, we're good. Probably. Hopefully. Since it's that bad, want me to come help you out? I could come early tomorrow morning. We should have plenty of time to prepare for the party then. I only hesitated for a second. I typed out my reply quickly and hit send. Really? If you really mean it, then yes, please. I did not press the button there, by the way.
Oh!
After we'd finished our back and forth, I sighed deeply.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
If I'm going to help him out early tomorrow, I better get to sleep early too. But even if I'm there, I'm not sure it'll be enough. Will I really be much help with so much decorating left to do? It might be best to have at least another pair of helping hands. Looking through my phone's address book, I started to feel sleepy. Eventually, I gave into it and flopped back into my bed. I really hope tomorrow's party will go smoothly. Well, about that, I don't know. At last, December 25th had arrived. The whole world was abuzz over Christmas. As per my promise with Ibuki-kun, I left early in the morning and headed for his house. From the message I got last night, it seems like he's really been driven into a corner. I had to hurry as much as I could. I remembered Ibuki-kun's gaunt face and quickened my pace down the road. And then, as I turned the corner, I happened to bump into someone I recognized.
Sup? Oh! If it isn't Yukimura-kun! Ohio, Mas!
Ohayou gozaimasu, Narukura-sensei. What has you out so early in the morning?
Just some minor business.
Minor business?
Yeah, it looks like my classmate from my university days is getting hitched.
Huh.
My old 401 is no good, so I got no choice but to go pick up a new set. I also have to pick up a wedding gift. My wallet is crying.
Nakakura-sensei let out a sigh, dramatically feigning a headache. It almost seems like attending a wedding is more difficult than participating in one.
Oh yeah, maybe. Well, but it is a joyous occasion after all, so we gotta party and celebrate.
He gave a pleasant smile and turned his gaze towards me.
Why do I also feel like he's got heavy side-on energy?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
I mean...
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, but like I said, that's minor. So what are you doing out this early in the morning, Yukimura-kun?
Ibuki-kun asked if I could help him with the Christmas party preparations today.
Oh, don't tell me. You're heading over to Sarazawa-san's house right now? Oh, sorry. If that's how things are, then I want to come help you, but...
No, it's fine. Ibuki-kun and I will take care of it, between the two of us. If you have something important to take care of, please give priority to that.
Is that really okay with you?
I certainly was a little nervous about going to Serizawa-san's house, but now that I bumped into you, my tensions melted away.
Ah, I see. That's good then. Huh.
Well, I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a hurry, so you'll have to excuse me.
Oh, I got it. I'll get going too. Good luck!
Nagakura-sensei walked away while looking over his shoulder apologetically a couple of times. Aww!
Aww.
Now then, I should hurry along too. Whoosh! As I walked around looking for the address I'd gotten, soon enough a massive mansion came into view, because of course it is. As I passed through the gate with a nameplate reading Serizawa, Ibuki-kun greeted me with a bright, enthusiastic look in his face. Yukimura! You came! I knew you'd show up!
I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I ended up talking to someone on the way here.
No, it's fine. Completely fine. I'm grateful that you came at all. After all, each and every one of the other guys refused me. They didn't want to be at Serizawa-san's house for a second longer than they absolutely had to. You're such a good person. Really? Ibuki-kun really looked like he was at his wit's end. I tried to soothe Ibuki-kun's tears, especially since he didn't usually cry, and patted him lightly as I nodded.
Anyway, let's both do our best, okay?
Yeah. Whether or not I can continue living and growing older is in your hands.
Oh no,
Ibuki!
No!
Surely he was exaggerating. No, he wasn't.
No,
No.
he wasn't, unfortunately.
No. I wanted to laugh it off, but Ibuki-kun's expression was much too serious for me to do so. Well then, I'll get started on the interior decorations. Please go find the stuff on this list in the backyard storehouse.
I got it. I'll come ask you if anything happens.
That sounds like a save.
Yeah, it does.
Boop, 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 boop. There we go, save. Thank you. Saying that, I headed off towards the storehouse. I was so on point with that. Alright, time for the easiest shit minigame in this game.
Probably easiest, yeah.
It's hiding. There we go.
Yeah.
This thing is right next to it. Green hat.
Yep.
The bell is right here.
Yep.
And the present's above it, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, we got it!
Yeah! Easiest thing in this game.
Yeah.
I forgot the order we ranked the minigames.
I forgot. That could be a YouTube video.
Ibuki-kun, does this look right to you?
Some time had passed since we began working. After I finished carrying all the decorations out of the storehouse, I switched to working on the decorating the interior with Ibuki-kun. When I placed the last ornament on the tree, Ibuki-kun's chest deflated with a sigh of relief. Alright, good work! Now even that pig-headed Serizawa-san won't be able to complain.
Okay, there we go. Oh, that's some confidence you've got there.
Serizawa-san? What do you think, Serizawa-san? Ibuki-kun and I put our absolute best effort into the decorating.
It's acceptable.
Grumbling only those few words, Serizawa-san swiftly walked away from us.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
When I saw his apathetic reaction, my face clouded over with anxiety.
I guess he didn't like it.
No, he did. That reaction means he's in a good mood. That was a good reaction? What was he like normally, then? Although I had the urge to ask him, the relieved expression on Ibuki-kun's face wasn't fading, so I decided just to stay quiet. And now... I need to drink water.
Okay. Alright.
Doing Ibuki at that low is a little bit rougher than Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. After working ourselves to the bone, we were somehow able to finish with the decorations. Then I helped with things like setting the tables and serving the food. Finally, the guests arrived at the venue one after the other. But I felt like there were too many of them, for some reason. It might have just been my imagination, but it was almost like the whole school had come over. Then, once all of the invitees had gathered, we were finally ready to start the party.
Well, this is... The decorations are more elegant than I expected. The lighting in the garden is magnificent as well. I wouldn't have guessed this was all done in someone's home. Granted, even if Serizawa-san's goal was to spite Kondo-sensei, this is still quite the effort.
Among the people who looked at the sparkling decorative lights in amazement were...
Oh, there's a whole turkey right here!
Isn't that champagne over there? I shouldn't have to ask, but there are no alcoholic drinks for students here, right?
Oh yes, there absolutely is. The kiddie pool is down the hall.
The champagne, juice, and mountains of food lined up on the tables caught people's eyes as well. He's still laughing.
How do you know I'm laughing?
'Cause Discord just peeks in every now and again.
I have my mic muted. What do you mean? Like, literally, I hit the big red button on my mic.
Then that's probably what I heard. I don't know. I just heard what I heard.
Yeah, I don't know why it picked it up.
When Kondo-sensei arrived last, he looked plenty surprised.
Oh. Don't tell me all of my students were invited. I can take a guess at how this happened, but I expected nothing less from Serizawa-san.
He seemed relieved and re-energized, looking like he was enjoying all this.
Yeah!
I let out a sigh of relief. I wondered if this was what Hijikata-sensei meant when he told me not to worry.
Hey, you mutt! What is the meaning of this? I don't recall inviting this many people.
Don't look at me! I had no idea about this!
Silence, mongrel! This was Hijikata's doing then.
Look, we got more important things to worry about, Serizawa-san. It's already time for us to start. Having checked that all of the guests had arrived, Ibuki-kun pressed Serizawa-san on the proceedings. That the party was starting.
The party was starting. The party starting was so nice that it had to be said twice. It looks like everyone has gathered here. With this, the Christmas party sponsored by the Serizawa household has begun.
It looked like the ball had gotten rolling a bit. Everyone looked at Serizawa-san a little meekly at first. But soon the appetizing food lessened the tension, and after one person made a move towards it, the floodgates opened and everyone moved about freely. Before I knew it, the venue looked like a buffet party. Serizawa-san didn't say anything either, maybe since he wanted it to be a free and easy gathering. Laughter echoed from everywhere within the grounds, and groups of people who you wouldn't normally see together were exchanging words. With everything that was going on, I decided to...
I don't know.
get something to eat.
Of fucking course. This is Nagakura we're talking about here.
I'd worked plenty hard for this. I thought I might as well get something to eat. I looked at the table and saw various dishes among the spread. Herb chicken and roast beef, salad and cream stew, and a Yule log cake.
What should I get?
Yes, because everything sounds so much more appetizing whenever you put the word log in it.
But it's supposed to look like a log. As I troubled myself over which luxury to indulge in, I heard Yamazaki-san call out to me.
Jesus, Yukimura-kun, are you eating properly?
He really was such a thoughtful person. We're getting to you!
Yeah, we are. I feel like he also would, like, physically stop himself from trying to say Chizuru, so...
Oh, that'd be cute. Fuck. Fuck.
The moment idea.
Fuck.
Okay, it's that way.
A smile spread across my face that matched Yamazaki-san's own before...
Oh, yes, this is delicious. Oh, if only I could steal some of this for breakfast. Mm.
I suddenly heard a voice echo from across the room and looked over to where it had come from.
Oh.
There! I saw Nagakura-sensei cradling plates in both hands and Shiranui looking disgusted.
Nagakura, how many slices of roast beef is that? Oh, it's not like I'm gonna eat all of them yet. That spare rib over there looks tasty. Ugh. Oh. Whoa, hold your horses, man. You're giving me heartburn just by looking at you. Oh, no problem at all. I bought plenty of external storage for this today. I'll let them go.
Nagakura-sensei laughed heartily as he slapped the plastic container he brought to take home earlier. Sir! I mean, I doubt that Serizawa would actually give him one. So, I understand.
Well, that's exactly why I could get somebody to prove a distraction for me.
Yamazaki-san and I looked at each other before we exchanged a dry smile.
Looks like we should hurry up and eat some food before it's all gone.
I'll eat a lot so that I won't lose to Nagakura-sensei.
Oh my gosh!
Chizuru!
Chizuru, why?
Chizuru! And we know what the next step is, anyway.
Wrap things up.
Woo!
Also, Nagakura eating everything. What did we just say the other day? Sipping from my near-empty glass, I took a breath and glanced at the time. A lot of time had passed since the start of the party. My worry that something might happen seemed to be an unfounded one. A smile escaped me as I watched everyone have fun. I looked around the room and let out a sigh of relief as the party carried on. With food settling nicely in everyone's stomachs, people started taking out the presents they got for the gift exchange one by one. Ones that could fit in the palm of your hand, others that you basically have to hug to carry, ones that gave metallic clanks, others that looked soft, ones that were left in the garden and didn't even make it inside the room in the first place. Don't ask us how we got there. Every present had pretty wrapping that you couldn't see through, but none of them looked ordinary or predictable in the least. We shuffled the presents around in circles, and before long we each had one in hand.
Alright, we'll open them on 3. Serizawa-san, if you could take the lead. Why? So you can put me on the spot with something outside of my comfort zone and laugh at me for it? I'll be having a drink. Decide on a queue amongst yourselves. As I take a drink myself. I guess we have no choice then. Right. Yukimura-kun, lead us off.
Me?
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'll be nice. You helped us prepare the play, so it follows that you should do the honors. It's only a shot that you have to do. There's no need to overthink it. Sonnet, have you met us?
Yeah.
I understand.
Come on, Santa, I'm begging you here. You know which present I got my eye on.
I'm okay with it being from anybody. Just please let it be food.
I will prepare you a feast for kings, Ibuki.
Ah! Alright then. 1, 2, 3.
Cheese!
Well, I mean...
Aww! I didn't get it! I wanted a year's worth of paid leave so bad, though! You thought that'd be one of the presents here? And even if it was, what'd you think a student would do with it? If we were on paid break, would we be able to advance a year without going to classes? Wouldn't that be convenient? Well, even if that were a thing, it'd just be a fancy way to skip school. Such a present isn't even in here in the first place, though even hoping for it would be foolish. However, incidentally, where is the year's worth of my bride that was supposed to go to me? As if that'd be more likely than a year of paid leave. And what do you even mean by a year's worth? I can't comprehend it. Well, if I ever got such a thing, I'd make sure I enjoy every minute of that year. Okita, what in the world would you even do with that? Actually, don't answer that. We might have a problem depending on how you answer.
God, is there any helping the number of idiots here? Talk about a year's worth all you like. Don't you know a little sister belongs to her older brother?
Yeah, on a side note, it takes an idiot to know an idiot.
First of all, I'd like it if you didn't decide things on your own while ignoring what I want.
A cute cell phone strap, a book token, an assortment of goods, a soft toy. There are many...
House's wife.
What?
Oh, yeah, Annie.
No, what'd you say?
I said a charm of my 3 houses wife.
Oh.
She is hanging on my controller.
There were many presents, but I was hoping that Who Got Who would stay secret so the sender could be saved from any potential embarrassment. I can only imagine how many people got something cute and, like, hope it went to Chizuru. The hand on the clock wouldn't turn back and kept marching forward hour by hour. I didn't know who first pointed out that it was getting late.
Bing bong, bing bong.
The night wore on, and I realized how late it gotten. The Christmas party wrapped up without fanfare, and people started to disperse. As everyone began to head home for the night, I headed off to go thank Serizawa-san for hosting the party.
Serizawa-san, thank you so much for hosting us today.
Drink!
Take a drink.
Ah.
Oh, by the way, if you want to join us on this little thing, every time Chizuru says thank you or I'm sorry, take a drink of water or juice or something, but not alcohol, because you'll die.
Yeah, please don't. Not alcohol. Also, 37 degrees outside, and it's light rain / snow.
Mother... It's 52 outside here!
I had to take it from a friend of mine's Facebook page, but she did get photos of the snow from a couple days ago.
I'm jealous. Very much jealous, because all we got was rain.
Everyone was able to have a wonderful time thanks to you.
Does that count?
No.
Okay.
I would not think that counts.
Things have gotten fairly messy around here from the ruckus everyone made. If you'd like, I would be happy to help clean up.
Do not get the wrong idea, young lady. I have already decided that the mongrel will take care of it.
I'm gonna what?
Not the sun. Anything but the sun.
Not the sun. His words may have been harsh, but even so, he sounded much milder than before. I wondered if something good happened to him today. He had refused my offer, so I thanked him one more time and then turned away. And then...
She didn't actually say it. It was just implied that she said it, so it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. And then, just as I made to leave the house...
Stop! Wait! Yukimura-kun!
Nagakura-sensei called out to me and I froze in my tracks.
Nagakura-sensei? Did you forget something?
Nah! You're leaving because you couldn't help out for some reason or another, right?
How do you know this?
I have my ways. So, you gotta let me walk you home at least. As an apology.
Oh, I'm glad you offered.
And then... I found myself walking down the moonlit road with Nagakura-sensei.
Man, that party was fun though. You enjoy yourself, Yukimura-kun?
I may have eaten a little too much, though.
Was Nagakura-sensei tipsy? His face looked a little red. Oh no.
Nah, he's just in the presence of a beautiful lady.
Maybe being exposed to the cold wind was sobering him up a little bit? Then he spoke as if suddenly remembering something.
Oh yeah! That place was sure decked out for the party, huh? Did you guys do all that by yourselves? Huh. Must have been rough dealing with that much.
Well, I can't say it was easy. It was certainly time-consuming.
I bet. Man, I really should have come and lent a hand.
But you had something important to do, right? You really didn't have a choice, I think. You mentioned buying some wedding attire. Did that turn out alright?
Yeah, it did! Huh, thank you for asking.
I idly imagine what Nagakura-sensei might look like in formal wear. Oh my god!
What? Hang on. Was it chat?
No.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
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 Oh, and if you'll grant me the pleasure to be my +1.
Oh my god. Okay, no, we need this as a proper drawing.
Yes.
Not chibi, but proper
Not in chibi
Nagakura.
form. Proper Nagakura. Yeah.
Yes! A smartly dressed Nagakura-sensei with styled hair. I almost never saw him in anything but a tracksuit, so imagining him in a suit felt kind of wrong.
Well, formal wear is ridiculously expensive, though.
But
I still gotta buy the wedding present, too. Next month's gonna be tough.
Nagakura-sensei's shoulders slumped dejectedly. I looked at him with worry.
You're spending so much on their gift. Are you really that close to the couple?
Well, in a manner of speaking, I'm not trying to put on airs or anything, but a wedding gift is like a physical representation of your wishes for the couple's happiness. So I gotta go all out on it.
I thought it was nice that Nagakura-sensei was sparing no expenses, but I couldn't help but be a little worried about him.
As I sighed to myself, Nagakura-sensei muttered a few words under his breath.
Ah, there. Putting the built-in footstool on my chair out. Man, it feels like everyone around my age is getting hitched already. Nagakura, why? Why do you... I feel attacked now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about getting married, Nagakura-sensei?
Kinda, I guess. I don't even have a girlfriend, though. Again, I feel attacked here.
Ouch.
Pat? Hugs?
I guess.
Send your way.
Uh,
Don't worry. It'll happen. Nagakura-sensei turned his gaze on me, a sort of distant, serious look in his eyes.
But getting a pretty wife is every man's dream after all. You're goddamn right.
The smile plastered across Nagakura-sensei's face looked very happy. Sorry, my brain.
Corky and Katie are watching the stream now. Game Grotto, that is.
Huh. I was certain that the person who would get to see that smile up close every day would be happy also. Letting out a small sigh, I focused on keeping up with Nagakura-sensei and his long strides. Man is tall.
Yeah, you got that right.
After arriving home from the Christmas party, I turned on the heater in my chilly room. Mail! Da 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 da. But
I ate a lot. It was just delicious. Just about my only regret is I couldn't very well drink any alcohol. I know I couldn't show any disgraceful behavior in front of the students now. That's why, to make up for it, I'm gonna invite Sato out to drink with me after this. Merry Christmas!
Nagakura, don't you have to buy a...
Please be careful not to drink too much.
Aw.
What's the other one? I know. I'll limit my intake so I don't get a hangover.
Nagakura. Oh god, now I'm just thinking back to that one audio drama CD.
Oh no!
Okita just makes him drink to confess.
Let's think about this combination.
As the room gradually started warming up, I recalled everything that went on tonight.
What a fun Christmas day, not to mention.
Remembering the events that unfolded just now made my cheeks stay warm for a good long while.
And time for New Year's, which is only a couple days for us.
Oh shit.
It's the 28th over here.
Ah! Oh god, the fridge is gonna be filled with leftover tamales. I don't want to eat that for like 2 weeks. Fuck. Fuck. I also don't want to eat the pasta that my mother made. Mostly because it's made with tomato sauce. Anyway.
Wow.
Oh, this is different. I woken up and opened my curtains and the morning light illuminating my room was awfully dazzling.
Maybe it's because it's New Year's Day? I bet it is.
Today was the first day of a new year. I don't know if it was the exhilaration from that, but I'd woken up bright and early even though my alarm clock hadn't even gone off.
Seeing as I'm up now, I might as well go out and pay my first respects of the year. It looks really cool outside. I'll have to dress warmly.
As I murmured that to myself, I remembered Christmas Eve. I didn't feel the cold at all that night, strangely though. Because I was with Nagakura-sensei on the way back home, it was like the way he kept grinning and laughing non-stop made me forget I was even cold.
Oh,
But today I was by myself.
that's what you think.
I headed towards my closet to pick out some clothes that be warm enough. No.
Oh, there he is.
By the time I had finished getting ready and left the house, it was still quite early. I made sure to lock the doors properly before, just in front of my house, I suddenly saw... Huh? A man pacing left and right and who looked pretty shady while doing so.
Happy New Year, Yukimura. Nah, that'd be the same as sending a New Year's card. Be way too stiff for me if I wished her that over text too, wouldn't it? Oh, hi, Almas. What are your plans for today? No, she'll just pull back if I get too nosy about her business all of a sudden. If this is the best I got, then maybe I just ought to give her a call.
Nagakura-sensei?
Nagakura-sensei let out a yell and jumped back several feet upon hearing my voice. Sir! His overblown reaction startled me. Afterwards, he faced me with an awkward grin.
Yo, Yukimura-kun. Didn't expect to bump into you here of all places.
I mean, we are in front of my house.
Wait, it? Oh, right, yeah, you are. That's all well and good, but see here.
Yes?
It's the very first day of the year, but I was wondering if you had any plans or anything, or didn't, or...
I do. I was thinking I'd go pay my first respects of the year at the shrine.
First respects!
A light flashed in Nagakura-sensei's eyes. This is fucking adorable. I'm sorry. This is so adorable.
Paying your first respects is just what you do during the new year if you're Japanese. You'll get cursed if you don't pay them properly at a shrine.
I suppose so?
He was looking awfully pleased by something. I just nodded through my confusion.
And you see, this is just one coincidence on top of another, because I was just thinking about whether I'd pay my respects of the new year myself, yeah? If you want, I could safeguard you, maybe.
Nagakura-sensei's hands were going every which way in his bombastic gestures.
Oh my god!
It wasn't like him, or more like his words sounded like something a prince might say. I let out a little laugh at that.
I'd be happy if we could go together.
While I felt a little nervous, I placed my hand on top of his. Nagakura-sensei cracked a smile like I'd made the right choice.
Oh, let's go then! There'll probably be people swarming over there to pay their respects for the first respects of the year, but don't you worry, you'll leave dealing with that to me! I'll defend you to the very last, Yukimura-kun.
I trust you.
I smiled and spoke honestly while answering him. After that, Nagakura-sensei and I walked towards the shrine side by side. Whoosh! Any water? We held hands earlier. We were still doing so now. Any opportunity to let go was thoroughly lost by now. I was worrying over what was up with that. Nagakura-sensei, on the other hand, was all smiles. Boop. Boop. Midget.
Oh yeah! What'd you do at the end of last year? Were you able to get the most out of your winter break?
I was. I sorted out all of my homework for the holidays last year, so I'll be enjoying my New Year's holiday.
Oh, good for you! Last year's work should be squared away by then, after all.
He nodded fervently while praising me, then he lightly cocked his head.
What do you plan on praying for when you pay your respects, Yukimura-kun?
At his question, I said I'd pray for...
I don't know. Health?
Health!
Hey!
For sound health.
For health? You caught a cold or something?
I shook my head at how he worried over me before answering him.
I wonder how he'd react to the other one.
For your health, Nagakura-sensei.
What?
Because sometimes you're reckless and don't take your own well-being into consideration.
I heard he'd escorted an old lady in a bind and emptied his wallet over it. And when he celebrated his friend's wedding at the end of the year, he used up what little money he had left. He had good intentions in whatever he did, but people who were too good to others while in poverty themselves worried those around them, like me.
Yeah.
I'll pray that your health doesn't get ruined one way or another this year as well.
Yukimura-kun.
Nagakura-sensei looked teary-eyed, looking deeply moved as he called my name.
Please take better care of yourself. Though it might be pretty brazen of me to tell you something like that, seeing as I'm just a student of yours.
No. You're overflowing with kindness, and I definitely got that. What, you praying for my health? I can survive without even a scrap of food or a drop of water. Thank you so much.
He was terribly grateful to me, but I calmly gave him a reminder.
If you can't eat or drink a thing in the first place, that's already no good, alright?
Of course, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying that I'd be okay even if the worst case scenario came to pass. Yeah, that's totally what I meant.
Nagakura-sensei seemed to grow more moved by the second. I worried for him a little.
Now then, when it comes to what I want, what should I be praying for?
Huh? I was a little surprised by the little mutter he let out, so I asked him about it.
You said you were just planning on going to pay your respects, didn't you? I thought you must have had something in mind you wanted to pray for then.
When he heard the question, his panic showed as he answered.
Well, that's, you know, 'cause, I just ended up with a lot of things on my mind on the way over to pay my first respects of the year. So, from there, I hadn't thought about what I wanted to do yet.
I didn't really get it. But he probably had his own reasons, so I decided to stop pressing him too hard about it. Whoosh. To the shrine!
Whoosh. Yeah.
Shortly thereafter, we arrived at the Shinto shrine, where I whispered aloud in amazement.
There's so many people here.
I might have slightly underestimated how many people would be praying their respects for the new year. I mean, it's the new year.
I'm telling you, we'll be fine, Yukimura-kun. I'll protect you.
Nagakura-sensei.
Just like he said, he protected me from the crowd as he pushed our way through it.
Everybody move!
Jesus Christ. Well, I felt grateful for his concern. At the same time, seeing Nagakura-sensei working so eagerly for my sake, as well as his charming smile, had my cheeks heating up on their own for some reason.
Oh, I can see the olfactory box.
Is that how you say it? Olfactory?
Olfactory. Olfactory?
Olfactory?
Offertory, yeah, because it's an offer.
Yes!
Oh. Okay, I can see the offertory box.
There's going to be words we don't know.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is such a weird thing for Chooser to say. But with the crowd surrounding us from both the front and the back, we couldn't move forward any further.
Oh no.
We couldn't advance even while pushing people beside us. Soon we were brought to a standstill.
Oh no. Oh yeah!
Jesus. Anyway. Sir,
Yes.
you got a line.
Ah! Oh!
Nagakura-sensei, are you alright? There's like an ambulance outside.
Oh, there is? Oh shit.
I just heard it went by. It's alright. It's gone. We're safe. Nothing happened.
We're fine. We're fine.
We're fine. Totally fine. Nothing's happening.
Someone threw their money offering from behind me.
He had a slight tear in his eye, rubbing the back of his head where some small change had hit it. When I looked more carefully, I could see other bits of small change flying about in the air on occasion. Is there a Tetsunosuke somewhere or something?
Probably.
Some people had seemingly giving up on reaching the offertory box and were just chucking their offerings now.
Oh!
I don't think your prayers are gonna be answered. Not
Yeah,
like that.
especially if I sit there.
A little while after that, I wanted to slip out of the crowd for Nagakura-sensei's sake as well, since he was so tall. What could I do?
Weave our way through the crowd, I think?
Jump on the spot.
Uh,
I don't know what this means. But
Oh,
it's
no.
the answer.
I felt like the line has started moving a lot slower since earlier,
So I wanted to understand the situation around us first. Oh, that's why. Maybe some trouble had come up near the front of the crowd and caused this congestion. I tried jumping up and down on the spot to take a peek at what was going on with the offertory box.
I feel like Nagakura's gonna be like, you wanna see? Alright.
Oh,
And then
no.
just-
Lift her up! Like I figured even throwing money offerings from here wouldn't do much. I wanted to get moving after that though, but then...
Alright, Yukimura. If that's what you're up to, then I got you covered.
No!
I knew it!
No! Hold on. He raised his voice, sounding like he jumped to a very hasty conclusion when...
Up you go! Yes! I knew it! I knew it!
Fuck, you were right!
Oh, yes! Oh, I'm so happy that...
You were right!
Good job, Nagakura!
Fuck. Well, this is a moment.
Definitely.
I let out a soundless scream. Nagakura-sensei lifted me up till I was suddenly 2 heads taller than everyone in the crowd. This felt less like he was giving me a little boost and more like I was just riding around on one of his shoulders.
How's that, Yukimura kid? You ought to be golden like this. If you're gonna throw your offering, then now's the time. I don't think that's what she's trying to do, but...
I was grateful for his consideration, but of course, tons of people had stopped to stare at us now.
Oh no!
Anyway, I wanted him to put me down right away.
Nagakura-sensei,
What? You're not high up enough?
I sensed that phrasing it in a roundabout way would never work.
You're probably right on that.
Sir?
Right then, get up on my shoulders and...
I don't need to. I won't be throwing my offering anyway.
When I hurriedly refused him outright, Nagakura-sensei stopped in his tracks, taken aback. Then he realized just how many stares we were attracting.
Huh. Oh, this is definitely not looking good in so many ways right now.
Nagakura-sensei's face quickly changed color as he rushed to put me down.
Sorry about that, Yukimura-kun. I didn't really mean anything bad at all by that just now.
Okay.
I gave a stiff nod as Nagakura-sensei desperately started defending himself. Though I knew that he didn't have any bad intentions doing that.
Like, even if it was over the clothes, lifting up a young lady like that, just seeing a teacher do that would make him unfit to be one with no excuses, but I really wanted to be your strength with my whole heart, so...
Ah!
Nagakura!
Fuck. I understand how you feel very well, Nagakura-sensei. That's why, that's enough.
Would you forgive the likes of me?
Staring at me, Nagakura-sensei sounded overwhelmed by emotion, his voice quivering. Sir!
I think he just feels so bad.
Yes, I want to hug him.
Like, if you think back on it, I wasn't bothered by your weight or size at all. And there's the Nagakura we know.
Yes.
No, I mean, with my muscles, that would have been child's play to me, and my body just moved without me even thinking. But I'm a crap excuse for a teacher. I didn't have any intention to lay a hand on a student. You gotta believe me on that, at least. Oh, buddy. Yukimura-kun?
Nagakura-sensei, don't lift me up again out of nowhere. Can you promise me you won't?
Oh, of course, I promise. I won't lift you up out of nowhere.
My face was bright red, and even though my shoulders were shaking out of embarrassment, I finally mumbled out that much.
Oh.
In stark contrast, Nagakura-sensei went white as a sheet, throwing himself at my feet in apology.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, God. And then, through one way or another, we had reached the offertory box and finished paying our respects. For some reason, a wave of exhaustion surged over me, and I suspected it wasn't just because of how we were engulfed by the crowd.
Yukimura-kun, after this, do you... could I walk you back, if that's okay with you?
Huh? Sure, if you'd be okay with it too, Nagakura-sensei.
After, like a little earlier, I gave a small, awkward nod. He also looked away from me a bit and scratched his cheek a little.
Man, I ended up looking totally uncool today. I gotta catch my second wind here.
Even though he blurted that out with total honesty, Nagakura Sensei did have his flaws, but he might have also had his good points too. A small smile escaped me in the end as I walked next to him. We arrived in front of my house, and Nagakura Sensei spoke to me again.
Ha! Thanks for today.
I could say the same. I'm glad I could pay my first respects of the new year with you.
I got a feeling that this year's gonna be a good one. I mean,
For a heartbeat, I felt startled. The gaze he fixed on me was gentle and so tranquil.
I spent the very first day of it with you, after all.
His voice was quiet and tender. It clashed a little with Nagakura Sensei's usual image. An energetic man with a sunny disposition.
Right. Let's have a great time with the new school term coming up.
Right. Same here. Let's have a good one.
Though I nodded at his words, honestly, my feelings of wonderment still weren't fading. But Nagakura Sensei didn't say anything more than that. Gave me a smile and a wave as he walked off. I absently watched his figure fade into the distance. As soon as I couldn't see him any longer, I suddenly remembered the cold in the dead of winter and shivered a little.
Oh shit!
Eh?
That's what you just remembered tonight. Oh, it's cold outside. Oh shit!
School. Couldn't start any sooner, could it? Then that night, as usual, after I finished having dinner alone, I went upstairs to my room. Mail! I wonder who it's from!
Hi.
Hi.
Happy New Year, Nuki Muraku. Man, visiting the shrine earlier was fun. There were a lot of people and it was real lively. I look forward to working with you again this year.
Nope.
Damn it! Yeah, same here. It'll be one more week till the winter break ends. I want to see you full of energy after the break's over.
A New Year's program was playing on TV, but I just couldn't bring myself to watch it. In my daze, I stared blankly out my window. The events that happened today replayed in my head, making me feel giddier with every passing moment. The first night of the new year drew to a close as I dwelled in my thoughts. Oh boy!
It's Valentine's Day, everyone!
Oh shit.
I feel like this calls for a BRB so you can get some water because,
Oh god. Let's do a
we got the girl. Yeah, do a save
do a
and
save.
as well.
I gotta voice the girl, so we are
We'll be right back, chat.
hold on. Let me get the
Oh yeah, gotta get the BRB.
BRB above my head.
Yay!
Alright, BRB.
Yeah, we'll be back, chat.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
What?
Get rid of the BB.
Yes.
It's gone, right?
Yes.
Good.
Good.
One day, the moment I opened the classroom door in the morning, the students inside stopped talking all at once and turned to look my way.
Oh boy.
Even when I just stood up from my seat and started walking, I could feel everyone's gazes tailing me. Now that I thought about it, the atmosphere at Hakuoki Academy had felt sort of weird since this morning. It had been a little while since the start of the new semester. The unforgiving chill of winter was finally beginning to let up. Since the start of February, I had grown used to rubbing my shaky hands together while walking to and from school. After completing the most arduous class of the week, Monday first period, I frowned, thinking about the odd discomfort I'd been feeling since this morning.
Do you have a minute?
What is it, Yukimura-kun? Oh, you want to tell me something? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
No, sorry, it's nothing, actually.
Seeing the jumpy, nervous state of my classmates made me frown even more deeply. And it wasn't just my classmates, either. Everyone I passed in the hallways, all the senior students, absolutely everyone had been acting downright strange this whole morning. I locked eyes with people and then they quickly look away. The opposite happened too. People would shoot me an earnest look whenever I said something inconsequential. Honestly, just what in the world was going on with everyone? And then, during the lunch break from after morning classes... Mail! Kaoru! It's annoying. Chizuru, are you free right now? The truth is, recently the number of guys that all started acting all buddy-buddy with me has suddenly increased. They often come up to talk to me during break times, and I can't help but feel annoyed. Do you know why more and more people like that have been suddenly showing up? Hey, midget.
I don't remember.
More people want to be your friend?
Oh no, wait a minute. I think it's because you're related to me.
You think?
I think.
I don't remember.
Well, it's the best we got.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
I was right.
Damn it.
That's not a bad guess. That's exactly right. I was wondering why one of them was talking to me, and when I pressed him for an answer, it seemed that he wanted me to introduce him to you. Of course, I drove all of them away. I swear, this is so ridiculous. I'm sorry, Coder, but we share the same goddamn face. Oop. There we go. People kept staring at me, and I couldn't stand it. I rushed down into the hallway as soon as the bell rang. When I first enrolled, I got a lot of stares as the only girl in school, but even so,
I feel like people are staring at me even more than they were back then.
in the courtyard, in the corridor outdoors, I grabbed my bento and walked off, hoping to get away from all the stares. I looked for anywhere I could go where no one else would be around. The place I finally settled on was the quietest room in the school.
Excuse me.
Oh, what an unexpected guest we have here. Yukimura, what's wrong? Are you feeling sick?
No, I feel fine, thank you. Actually,
Take a drink.
Alright.
Many sippies.
Yes. I see. You feel as though you're drawing even more attention than usual lately?
Maybe I'm just being overly self-conscious, but I feel like there's always someone who's looking at me. Is there anything strange about me today? Like my appearance, or...
Maybe I had bedhead, for instance. Or maybe my jacket was buttoned wrong. As I spun once in place to show them how I looked, Yamazaki-san quickly averted his eyes.
Something must be out of place then, huh? Is it my clothes? Or my face?
No, there's nothing wrong with your face. Oh no.
Wrong.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with your face. You look as good as you always do. You look like you always do.
Yamazaki-san hurriedly shook his head for some reason. Sanon-sensei smiled wryly and said,
I haven't seen the situation firsthand, so this may be mere conjecture. However, could it be that all of the students in your vicinity look restless and agitated?
Yes. Now that you put it that way, I think that's right. Someone nearly jumped out of their skin earlier when I called out to them. I wonder if I did something wrong without noticing, somehow.
I suppose. You may be correct in a certain sense. Blech.
tense.
In short, you're at fault for being too attractive.
What?
I think you will come to understand what I mean soon enough. Isn't that right, Yamazaki-san? I don't know why you're trying to bring me into this at all, no.
He called me attractive. Could it be he was teasing me? I shot him a reproachful glare on reflex, but he showed no signs of noticing. He gave me a sweet smile and spoke again.
More importantly, it seems as though you have yet to eat your lunch.
I couldn't stand to stay in the classroom any longer, so I didn't eat there.
Well then, why don't you eat here? You do seem to have brought along your own bento.
Turning the air on.
Oh, because it's hot over there?
And we don't want a repeat of Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I had the feeling that he had definitely dodged answering any of my questions.
He did.
But I decided that I'd take him up on his offer for now and gave a little nod. I ended up staying much longer than I'd intended to. By the time I left the infirmary, I had very little of my lunch break remaining.
I'm pretty sure that my first afternoon class is math with Nagakura-sensei.
Maybe it was because I had a good meal, or because I had talked with those two, but I felt a little less anxious.
But for the time being, I need to find somewhere to kill a little more time.
Then, as I walked off, away from where math would take place, something huge blocked my path and my vision.
Oh, no. Oh! Where do you think you're off to, Yukimura-kun? Don't you have math in just a little bit? If you're trying to skip my class, then I don't want to hear about it.
No, I wasn't intending on doing that.
Oh, well then where were you going then? To the toilet?
I thought that Nagakura-sensei was a little lacking in tact.
Like a bull in a china shop.
No, that's not it. Actually...
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, so your classmates are acting kind of weird, huh? I see.
Do you know something about it?
Well, you know, it's just that time of year.
He folded his arms, nodding sagely to himself as he said that.
It's gotta be the day that men both dream of and dread. Valentine's Day.
Oh.
I hadn't been consciously aware of it because there were still a couple of days left before the 14th, But now that I thought about it, it was already February. Valentine's ads usually flooded the city around now. Hey, guess what the grocery stores have out already?
I have yet to see anything about that. I only saw leftover Christmas candy.
I went today and there was some Christmas stuff out, but they were already like swapping them out for the Valentine's stuff. I'm like, really? What would they do with it now? It's literally like 2 months. Unless you celebrate it early for some reason. There would be that would more or less explain all the attention I had been getting this morning. Actually, it was a bigger mystery that I hadn't noticed any sooner.
You're the only one in the whole school who can do something for Valentine's Day, Yuki Murakun. Who does the school idol's heart belong to? Anyone would be interested in finding that one out.
Please, stop. This is so embarrassing.
It's,
Incidentally, how about you, Nagakura-sensei? You sound like you're excited for Valentine's Day.
oh yeah! This year I'm definitely gonna get some chocolate from a beautiful lady for once.
For once, huh?
I was sort of wondering if you'd ever gotten any before, but I decided not to ask for the moment.
Wise decision. Well, I think that there are tons of guys out there who are hoping to get chocolates from you, but if you feel obligated to go around and give some to each and every one of them, well, it doesn't matter how much you have. It'll never be enough. We'll have at least until the 14th for peace and quiet around here, so just forget about it for now. Come on, let's get to class.
After he had explained what's going on, Nagakura-sensei started leading the way to the classroom. Would it be easier for me to go back in if he was there with me? I decided to follow after him.
Valentine's Day, huh?
Now that someone had mentioned it, I realized I really did need to start thinking about it. That day would gradually start drawing closer and closer. What should I make this year? My afternoon classes felt like they lasted longer than usual, but they were finally over. A feeling of freedom came over me as the final bell rang. School had finished for today. The moment homeroom ended, I left the classroom. Thanks to the little chats I had during lunch, I knew why everyone was acting oddly now, but that didn't change how uncomfortable it made me. On the contrary, now that I knew what everyone was expecting from me, I felt more and more like I couldn't stand to stay there a second longer. As the sun began to set, the shadow of all those chocolatey expectations caused my face to fall. Soon enough, the day that gave women the courage to confess their love would roll around. A day where girls gave both chocolate and their hearts to the apple of their eye, hoping to start something.
Who in the world should I give?
I was shaken from my thoughts by some sort of commotion going on right in front of me.
What's with this crowd?
There was a throng of people, all crowded around some sort of notice board affixed to the hallway. I spotted some people I recognized amidst the crowd and called out to them.
Amagiri, Shiranui!
Oh, it's Yuki Murakun. Are you on your way home?
I was going to, but what's going on over here?
Hey, it'd be faster if you saw it for yourself. Hey, you! Move it or lose it!
I stepped into the space Shiranui had made for me and began to read the bulletin board aloud.
Announcement. Beginning tomorrow, students will undergo random personal effects inspections for a week. Entertainment and gaming systems, as well as unnecessary food and drink, will be confiscated?
Starting tomorrow and lasting for 1 week. Put it more simply, up until Valentine's Day. The perfect plan to eliminate any potential chocolate giving. And there's only one person nasty enough to come up with this. Well, you can take a guess, yeah?
Don't tell me it's Kazuma.
Nah, it ain't our boss. He's aiming for the opposite, actually. Yes, contrary to this announcement, Cosma is impatiently awaiting receiving chocolates.
So if it's not him, then it's...
Brother knows best.
It hurts to be called nasty, you know.
I can think of something much worse.
Shut up.
Kaoru!
Pushing his way through the crowd, Kaoru made swift strides up to where we were standing.
Kaoru, what does this mean? Is this notice from the disciplinary committee?
Of course. It's our job to correct any disruptions to order within the school.
Why are you doing such a thing?
Why? Isn't it obvious? If we take no preventive measures, the riffraff won't have a shred of shame coming to pester you for obligatory chocolate. But if it's banned from the school grounds entirely, everyone will have to give up, right? You should be grateful to have a brother as kind as me.
That's one way to put it.
But if things are like this now, if I happen to bring romantic chocolates, won't they end up being confiscated too?
Romantic chocolates, you say? Well, say what you want. If I recall, you don't have anyone you want to confess to in the first place, right?
How the fuck do you know that in this route?
Well...
Or don't tell me. You intend to confess to someone like Todo Okita, or even Saito.
I didn't say anything like that.
Kaoru continued to rattle off a rapid-fire stream of questions while completely ignoring my objections. Though, truth be told, I had no idea he was even capable of looking as frustrated as he did now. Anyway, you're still too young. You absolutely can't bring any chocolate. Got it? You absolutely cannot! Kaoru went to the trouble of reminding me twice before he briskly marched away. I was left dumbfounded in his wake before he turned to Amagiri and Shiranui.
I'm sorry you two had to see such a shameful display.
Drink.
Yeah.
Thump.
I mean, I don't care about that, but what even was that? It seems that the inner workings of an older brother's mind are just as mysterious as those of a woman's.
Amagiri, what is that? What is...
Words of sagely wisdom.
After that, I parted ways with Amagiri and Shiranui and passed through the front gate on my way home. Even if I set aside the random inspections for now, I couldn't escape the fact that Valentine's Day was fast approaching.
I really don't have a choice. I need to start thinking about what chocolates to make. The person I want to give chocolates to, huh?
My mumble turned into white fog as it left my mouth. It rose up into the heavens and vanished, destined to never reach anyone else's ears. There was 1 week left until Valentine's Day. A sweet, painful feeling swam in the depths of my heart at the thought of who I wanted to give chocolates to. I wonder if I'd even be able to. All I wanted was a little more time, yet as if despite me, time still passed and the days seemed to get shorter and shorter. Before I even knew it, the calendar already read mid-February. I spent my Saturday afternoon preparing for Valentine's Day, which was fast approaching. I visited the Hakuoki Academy cafeteria with Olsen and Kozusu over the weekend. I'm gonna drink before I start this.
Yes.
Don't know if that was enough, but we're gonna go with it.
Let's go!
This is Hakuoki Academy's cafeteria?
This
saw a little bit of it during the cultural festival, but it really is so spacious.
Ours is a little bit smaller in scale. Lots of people bring in bentos anyway.
Usually I was the only girl around here, so it actually felt really strange seeing other girls in school like this. The two of them looked at the unfamiliar food items on offer on the displayed menu and grinned.
Look, Kozusu! Doesn't this pudding look delicious? Oh, Sen, we're not here to eat or anything.
Well, Kozusu was right. We didn't come here today to eat.
I hope you three weren't waiting long. Everything's ready.
That must have been a lot of work, Inoue-san. Thank you so much.
Drink!
But is it really alright for people who aren't part of your school to borrow your kitchen like this?
You've already got permission for it, haven't you? Besides, you're from Shimabara Girls High School. There's nothing you have to be shy over.
Well, we'll take you up on your offer then.
How about we get started? Time to make chocolates.
Boop.
Well, I don't want to get in the way of you girls, so I'll just stay in the back and leave you to it. You're free to use whatever equipment you need in the kitchen. Just be careful with the fire.
Sure thing. Thank you so much.
Take a drink.
I may need a water bottle. I feel. After thanking him, we first lined up all the ingredients we had brought in a row. Blah, blah, blah.
Fresh cream, unsalted butter, cocoa powder, wheat flour, eggs, baking powder.
Chocolate to use, more chocolate to use. Oh, and some more chocolate to use.
Osen, are you making a life-size chocolate statue?
What?
Chizuru-chan, would you be the model for it?
Jesus Christ.
It's surreal to imagine that being eaten. Absolutely not.
Aw, boo. Well, we're not even making one big chocolate in the first place anyway.
We'll be making several smaller ones. Osen has a large circle of acquaintances. She also needs to give some to her relatives. Oh, I see.
It must be nice for you two. You look like you've got chocolates to give to your special someones.
Huh?
Well, I don't know if you have anyone like that to give chocolates to, Chizuru-chan. But lately,
Kozusu's gotten close with that Ibuki-kun guy we met at the pool, I mean. Since when? It's not like that. These chocolates are platonic.
Oh, that poor boy.
with her ingredients cradled in hand, Kozusu's expression went very tender with her muttering. I felt somewhat jealous seeing that, but I also found myself making a similarly fond face. I wonder what's going to happen in the next fruit we do.
Yeah, really.
Like,
For Ibuki, yeah.
Yeah. Now then, how about we make some chocolates?
Let's do this.
I wonder if I'd have such a tender expression as I put my heart into what I would make. But anyway, I had to do my best in making them. You have the slinky again, don't you?
Maybe.
I hear it! Sir!
I think at some point tomorrow I'm gonna go into the stairwell out here and make it go down the steps.
I mean, it's like the main point of a slinky.
Yeah.
No matter what came next, first we had to warm things up. The chocolate we heated inside the bowl slowly started to change shape.
Now, next is...
With a chocolate sweet smelling fragrance, it was only natural that it reminded me of someone. Give.
Ah, there he is.
What came to mind was Nagakura-sensei's smiling face. With the aluminum cups I'd used for the cupcakes all lined up. Oh, she's making cupcakes! I ended up smiling at no one in particular. I wonder what sort of face he'd make if I brought these chocolates to him. Would it be one of shock, laughter, or delight, maybe? Like they were all just too delicious. Even if he made just one of those faces, I wanted to see it so much. I had slightly more ingredients than the recipe called for and started getting to work. While I thought about that, at the end of the day, even with the tasty chocolates I made, I wasn't even sure that I could bring them to school in the first place. I could trick them one way or the other during the inspections. All of a sudden, Kozusu cocked their heads a little at me, maybe because they realized that I'd stopped doing anything at some point. What's wrong, Chizuru-chan?
Nothing. I just don't know if I can bring these to school even though I've made them. What do you mean? The truth is...
That's what the inspections are for? What the heck? That's so mean of them!
The fact they're doing it now means they're totally targeting Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Hearing about the inspections the disciplinary committee would run really raised their hackles. They stopped making their chocolates and looked ready to run over and give them a beating right this second. I hurriedly shook my head at them.
Do it!
Calm down, you two. It's already been decided anyway.
But isn't that just complete tyranny? Maybe if I go and give them a complaint or two.
Listen, you'd be sure to cause havoc if you did that. So try and bear with it. Although, even though it's definitely unfair, I feel like there's a point to it. Practically speaking, you have fewer boys you need to worry about wanting chocolates thanks to that notice. You have a point, but... You can't really do much seeing as it's been decided. And if there's someone you want to give chocolates to, you could just do it after you go home, right?
Yeah. Honestly, Kozusu might have been right. Even if I wanted to give chocolates to someone, there wasn't any reason I had to bring it to school. I'm of the opposite opinion. I mean, Valentine's Day is a whole page in this chapter of our lives right now, right? There's meaning in giving chocolates to someone at school. Plus, you'll make memories that way too.
I could see both sides to it.
If there's someone you want to give them to no matter what, then this is the one chance you get this year. You can't give into the rules.
But I think it'd be really sad if you got your chocolates confiscated as a result.
Well, whatever you end up doing, the choice will be yours to make, Chizuru-chan. Except in Saito's route. What would be the right thing to do? I thought about that in the back of my mind while starting the final stages of making my chocolates. Oh. And then Valentine's Day had arrived.
Okay, so, in my YouTube feed, I see there is a video from Sir Toasty Toast from about a month ago. Collecting Palkia in every Pokeball. Yes, even that one.
Huh?
Who does that sound like to you?
Wouldn't be our newest member, would it?
It would definitely be Star, yes.
That is very star-like. Anyway, the personal effects inspections had been going on for a few days, and today was no exception. There were disciplinary committee members as far as the eye could see. I trembled as I walked down the hallways. We need a thing!
Yes.
Where is it?
What thing?
What do you mean, what thing? We're at the part.
Alright. Alright, so here, let's see.
Alrighty.
Bookmarks and
I got it.
not the honorifics.
Not the honorifics. The
Not this
cheat
time.
sheet.
Not the wheel of names, you fucking idiot. Bookmarks. Alright, there we go. SSL cheat sheet. Alright.
There were disciplinary committee members as far as the eye could see. I trembled as I walked down the hallways. I was more alert to my surroundings than I needed to be, clutching my bag close as I walked. I probably looked incredibly suspicious, too.
Yukimura-kun, I'm from the disciplinary committee. I need to inspect your belongings.
I don't know about any chocolates.
No one said anything about any chocolates.
I don't know anything.
I walked off in a hurry. Even if people started talking to me here, I had to turn the other cheek and look like I knew nothing.
Stop her!
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
There we go.
It's his time, 3 chances, and then we skip.
Yes.
Right, round 1. Who do we have?
Starting. Here's that music.
What?
Hana.
Why is my psychic ability happening right now?
I don't know.
I knew it was gonna be Hanada.
Also, I found a thing.
No, no.
No, this is a good thing.
Okay, but I... Alright, how did this done?
Yay.
Who's next? Oh, Saito, okay.
Okay, thank whatever maker is out there for you. Oh, that's right, because the voices are muted, we don't get him saying, huh. Must have been nothing.
Okay, who's next? Heskett!
I fucking knew it!
I knew he was somewhere in here.
I was just like, wait a minute. We had Hesuke and we had Hana already.
Where's Hesuke?
Yes. All right.
So
So
back
let's
to your friends.
see.
Okay, I'm ready to pause.
All right. Y.
Okay. Why?
A.
Y?
Y again.
Y?
B.
And then YYAYBX.
YYAYBX.
Alright. YYAYBX.
I had my PlayStation and my Xbox controller sitting up here.
Good. Shit! This could go wrong!
No, just keep matching the B button.
No.
That's right. This is not Hijikata.
No. May look the same. Different mechanic.
Same thing, only different. Ooh. Oh.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Woo. Up.
Oh, no. No!
Oh.
Double eraser. Double fucking eraser.
Every time.
If it's not the eraser, it's a pencil. Alright. Load. Load. Round 2. Just, okay.
Saito's first. Good, good.
I'd much rather he
is
be
what-
last, but it's okay. Bye.
It's like, huh? Oh, okay, bye.
Yamazaki!
So
Alright,
for-
where is it? Da 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 da. Scrolling over. Button. Yamazaki.
yeah, Yamazaki
Okay, got the list.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, the worst is Kazuma.
That's right.
Yamazaki, please. Alright. Let's see.
Oh
Okay,
no.
okay, it's a difficult one. It's gotta. It's.
I think I see it. It's on the second of the 2 pages for it, and it's the middle one, I think.
Wait, what?
Give me a second.
Hold on, hold on.
I got it. That one, I think.
Oh shit. Oh wait, let me. Oh, it's in the heart section. It's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I am right.
Uh,
Okay, that one. I think that one. Those 2 have to switch.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. I could deal with Sanan.
Yeah.
I could deal with Sanan.
Yep.
Hopefully.
I need you to transport this over there while I shadow you. No! Round 3!
Three.
Wait a minute, wouldn't it be a good thing that you dropped the water of life?
I mean, yes, but not for Sanan. Alright, load for round 3. Load, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Alright. Ah, it's the brat.
Of course.
Let's get him out of the way.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Ah.
Oh, that was close.
Go away.
Bye, Brat.
No!
No.
No!
Okay, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Okay.
Fuck you, Kazuma!
Every time. Every time. Alright, we're skipping, folks.
Cause I fucking
That was number 3.
I fucking pressed the button. Load. Whoop.
Hold it! This is the disciplinary committee. Submit yourself to the personal effects inspection. Miss, where are you going with... Where are you hiding your chocolates?
I don't know anything about any chocolates. Stay away, please.
I hugged my bag where I hid my chocolates and started running like crazy down the hallway.
Hey, at least she's running away, right? What do you mean? At least this won't look like an execution.
But it wasn't just a disciplinary committee after me. Ordinary students were as well for some reason. Oh, Jesus! Okay, this is worse. It was only a matter of time before they'd catch me. Oh. Before I knew it, I was cornered in the passageway of the corridor.
Can't run anymore.
Baka trio, please.
My body was close to its limit as the heartless sound of large footfalls grew even closer.
I gotta hide them somewhere.
God, how did everything end up like this? I just wanted to give chocolates to the person who had helped me out the most. I felt like crying as my eyes searched everywhere, anywhere for a place to hide. That was when I heard
Yukimura, this way!
a familiar voice. His voice.
Nagakura-sensei!
You can hide in the shrubbery over there. Leave the rest to me.
Okay.
It wasn't an exaggeration to say that the enemy had just completely surrounded. Had us
Oh, the
completely
chosen
surrounded.
domain. Okay.
But I just believed in Nagakura-sensei's words and hid myself in the bushes right away.
Nagakura-sensei.
Wait! The moment I managed to hide, Heisuke and Okita came racing in. What are you two doing here?
Did anyone come by here just now? Who? Oh, you mean Yukimura-kun? You seen her? Nah, not at all. Not a lick. Wouldn't have seen her in a place like this. Ah. What's with that look? You doubting your own teacher here? That has nothing to do with you being a teacher at all. Besides Senpachi Sensei, you don't exactly give off a teacher vibe in the first place. That's one of my natural strengths. Means I'm easy to get along with, right? That's a nice way of putting it. Meaner way would be that you don't carry any dignity.
Jesus.
Fuck you, Okita. I mean, I know the button is...
Fuck you, Okita.
There we go.
There it is. He might have been at least a little self-aware, because when they pointed that out, his shoulders drooped in a pretty despondent way.
Anyway, let's get a move on, Soji. We don't got time to concern ourselves with Senpachi Sensei right now. You're right. Let's split up and search. And there they go.
There they're gone. Why are y'all running after me?
'Cause I'm the boy next door. And I'm your favorite boy. Looks like I managed to give him a slip. It's alright now.
You're a lifesaver.
I thanked him as I came out of cover, and he gave me a broad grin.
She didn't say thank you.
Seeing him looking relieved, I cocked my head.
Nagakura-sensei,
Hmm?
you aren't saying you're confiscating any chocolates, even though everyone's getting into a frenzy over them today.
It couldn't be because he didn't want any or something, right?
No.
I felt a little worried. I made him chocolates hoping he'd want to eat them. But, as if to blow my fears out of the water, Nagakura-sensei made a declaration, plain and simple.
No. Honestly, I do want chocolates. And Yukimura-kun, I want them all the more if they're from you.
Oh my god. Huh? Seeing me lost for words, Nagakura-sensei suddenly cracked a smile. He made an expression filled with a maturity that no student could show.
But, as if, right? I couldn't pull off a stunt like getting into some scene with a girl and then snatch a chocolate she put her heart and soul into. It's meaningless getting Valentine's chocolates that don't have any feelings put into them whatsoever. It's not the chocolates I want, but heart, you know?
The way Nagakura-sensei whisper sounded was so unlike his usual self. My cheeks started blooming red. I was positive that I could say whatever embarrassing things I wanted and he still wouldn't understand. I took a deep breath and calmed myself down before opening my school bag. I carefully took my bag of chocolates out of it, the ones I went through a daring escape for, all so I could keep them safe and they wouldn't go to waste.
That's...
If it's chocolates that I put my heart and soul into making, you'd be okay with it, right? I made these chocolates while thinking of you, Nagakura-sensei. I'd like you to have them.
Nagakura-sensei's hand trembled as he reached out to me.
Oh. For me? Is that really alright? I'm not taking these if you're telling me that you're doing this out of pity, by the way.
It's not that.
A simple debt of gratitude. You could call it that. With a larger-than-life love and care put into it, too. I took Nagakura-sensei's hand.
Aww.
I made these wanting to thank you for all the help you've given me in the first year I've spent here at Hakuoki Academy. I hope you like them.
You. Oh, my heart quivers at your words.
Nagakura-sensei's eyes went misty as he accepted my chocolates.
I also want to believe that he's slightly choking up, too.
But then... Oh god, how is this going?
Is this Harada?
I don't know. I'm scared.
I feel like it's Harada.
Is either Harada, Hijikata, Okita, and Heisuke came back. It could be a multitude of things, to be fair.
I feel like it's Harada, though.
Let's see.
Hold it!
Hold it? We don't have a voice line, so I can't tell you who it is.
Either, but I feel like it's Harada.
At that moment, a resounding voice interrupted us. Oh boy, who is it?
Oh boy.
I turned around and there stood... What?!
Oh!
Sorry for that. Kazuma, Amagiri, Shiranui, as well as a few other third-year students all lined up in a row. What?
Oh no.
Oh god.
For you in your position as a teacher to seduce a female student, and my wife no less. I've misjudged you, Senpachi Nagakura. Don't go throwing scandalous accusations my way. You want to know the deal with me and these chocolates? Silence. My wife's chocolates have obviously belonged to me since antiquity. That ain't obvious in the least.
Kazuma screwed his features up, brandishing that same old me-first reasoning of his as ever. Nagakura-sensei quickly took hold of my hand.
Run, Yukimura-kun!
Okay.
Nagakura-sensei pulled me along by the hand and rushed us to the rear courtyard where we could be alone again. The rear courtyard looked out on the staff parking lot where plenty of cars were parked even now. We secretly ducked behind one of the cars there, crouching down so we hid ourselves completely.
I swear, there's no mood and no nothing in a situation like this.
With that many people on our trail, it's only a matter of time before they find us.
I squeezed the chocolates I was holding on too tight.
Oh, not the chocolates!
Not the cupcakes!
Were the chocolates I wanted to give him going to be confiscated just like that? Gritting his teeth, Nagakura-sensei put his hand on the bag of chocolates too.
Yukimura-kun, could you give me your chocolates one more time?
No, you mean?
Now's the time. If those guys don't find any chocolates, they'll have to give up with their tails between their legs. Besides, they'll stop at nothing to snatch up your chocolates, meaning the only way is for me to hurry up and eat them now.
Oh my god. Right, and we're going along with this.
Oh my god!
I held out the chocolates I failed to give him earlier. Nagakura-sensei's hands trembled as he took them. But then, right at that very second, oh, fuck's sake. Who is it?
I don't know. There they are! Over here! Behind the car!
Voice the secretary interrupt us once more. God damn it.
Nagakura, you have some nerve scheming to keep my wife's chocolates to yourself.
Before I knew it, we were completely surrounded. Not again! Standing unabashedly in the center of it all was Kazuma. Anger radiated from every pore in his body.
Whether her chocolates are intended for Kazuma, or indeed for Kazuma, the likely requires a separate discussion altogether. But that's besides the point, Nagakura-sensei. It is decidedly not a teacher's place to steal a march on another on this. That's a phrase. Also, Chizuru, you're telling me that you're alright with that, schmuck?
Oh my god!
What? I'd like it if you didn't call him something so rude.
In that time, I made my objection. Nagakura-sensei quickly tore the wrapping off my chocolates. Oh my god, he's gonna! With the wrapping gone, a lovely scent gently permeated the air.
Oh no! Whoa! It's all fluffy cupcakes are packed full of chocolate!
Holding the chocolate brown confectionery close, Nagakura-sensei sounded deeply moved as he exhaled.
Arigato, Yukimura-kun. I'll be having these right away.
Nagakura-sensei opened his mouth up wide, about to eat the cupcakes nestled within his fingertips. Or he was going to.
Oh no. Don't let him have Yukimura's chocolates! Grab him.
On Kazuma's orders, all the third years charged towards Nagakura-sensei at once. The immediate impact of the man-made tidal wave wasn't something a single person could go up against, regardless of whether they were a teacher or not.
This is Nagakura we're talking about here.
Discord did not like that.
No, it did not. Hua?
His shriek reverberated like a sonic boom. Heartless as it was, the students dogpiled onto him, burying him alive with their huge numbers.
I would like to see an animation of this.
Nagakura-sensei!
I called his name out in a spike of worry, but he didn't respond.
Did he kick the bucket?
Sensing they'd maybe gone too far as well, the third years hurriedly stepped back.
Nagakura-sensei, are you alright?
Where's his wingman at?
Nagakura-sensei was left looking limp and dazed after that, and with him was the ruins of my cupcakes, which had been completely trampled over.
Oh.
This would be the moment where Cheezer just cries and they all feel just bad. We deserve this scene.
You see what you did, Nagakura? You made my wife cry.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like that would be the exception to it.
True. My hand flew to my mouth, stopping the scream that leaked from it. The fluffy cupcakes... I almost said pancakes. Cupcakes I made were already squished to pancakes now. Well, pancakes was in the sentence. The footsteps left on them were clear as day. There was no way they were edible now.
No. She went through so much trouble.
I was so inconsolable, I couldn't even speak. Seeing the state I was in, the third years grew restless. Good! Good!
What do we do? We might have overdone it. Oh! First period of classes is supposed to start in a moment. Now that you mention it, though, the lesson bell rang a long while ago. You're right. How about we scram? First period's classical lit. Hijikata Sensei's gonna blow us up if we don't hurry.
Shouldn't have read the mood, and even Amagiri had made an appeal.
But Kazuma...
The throng of third years that had gathered headed back to the school building in droves.
But Kazuma... Right, then. Let us hurry as well, Kazuma. Wait. This conversation is not yet over.
You goddamn bitch! Do you not understand?
I understand completely that... What are you doing to me?
Kazuma muttered his discontent before Amagiri and Shiranui each flanked him and hoisted him up by the arms. Deserved. Again.
Yes, very much so. Classes are important, you know, Kazuma. Come on, now.
Although Kazuma kept resisting, it was to no avail. They dragged him away. The only ones left there were me, Nagakura-sensei, and the sorry sight of my cupcakes. But
where am I? What did I just...
Nagakura-sensei, you're awake!
Nagakura-sensei was tottering to his feet after he got up. It didn't look like he was clearly back to being fully conscious, but... The moment he spotted the miserable, smashed-up, dirt-covered cupcakes next to him, it seemed like he understood the situation.
Are these...
Yes.
Wait, it's alright. I can still eat the...
You can't!
But why?
Nagakura-sensei had reached his hand out to the crushed-up cupcakes, and I hurriedly stopped him.
No.
Don't eat them. You'll get a stomachache if you do. I don't want to give you chocolates like these.
I wanted to give him chocolates. That was all I wanted to do, but why do things turn out like this?
Because of a certain bitch?
My tears were on the verge of overflowing, but I valiantly held them back as I pursed my lips. Nagakura-sensei stared at me as he spoke.
You know, I said this before as well, but I don't want just any old chocolates.
Huh?
'Cause, I mean, hey, if I wanted some, I could just always go buy them myself, right?
His tone of voice was so kind. More than that, it echoed with a sincerity that ran deep beneath it.
What made me the absolute happiest was that you were thinking of me, your feelings as you made them for me.
Nagakura-sensei.
The fighter in you, the seriousness in you, the kindness in you, the warrior in you. Wait, is that supposed to be warrior? Like,
A warrior.
taking these sides to you all together? I'll always be grateful to you in my heart. As for me, I'm a lot more straightforward when it comes to my emotions telling me that I like someone. So, while it's a shame with the cupcakes, I got all the feelings I had in thinking of me. Every last one. Those feelings were real feeling, and they hit the spot. And I actually hit my gut for that.
Oh my god.
Nagakura-sensei.
So, how about a smile, Yukimura-kun? I just hate seeing you looking so down.
Okay.
I ended up being moved to tears and quickly wiped the stray ones off my cheeks. But the reason I started crying ended up being the total opposite of the feeling that occupied my mind before. It wasn't a sadness that had pierced my heart, but a warm feeling instead.
Thank you so much, Nagakura-sensei.
Drink!
Drink! Even though he was a teacher, it was like we were as close as friends. Even though it was like we were friends, sometimes he showed me his more mature side. Over this past year, Nagakura-sensei really was always there to make me smile. That was why I wanted to take this opportunity on Valentine's to express to him all the gratitude for him that had welled up in me. But in the end, I turned out to be on the receiving end of all of Nagakura-sensei's kindness.
By the way, Yukimura-kun, I get the feeling that you wouldn't be in the mood to take a bunch of classes so seriously at the moment, right? Seeing as how things are already like this, how about the two of us head somewhere nice?
What do you mean? You're a teacher.
What?
Think about it. The people who don't know about this might still be running around like headless chickens trying to take chocolates from you. Meanwhile, staying around school would be bad news for you, right?
You might have a point, but...
I was bewildered, but Nagakura-sensei kept insisting.
I'm saying that we should make a break for it out of this school. You and me.
We can't.
I ended up smiling wryly at my own words. I told him no in some way so many times today.
Though, it'd make me really happy to be able to hang out with you. I don't think it's a good thing for a teacher of your position to be saying things like that.
Ugh. I see. It would have been pretty cool scene, though. Having a teacher and a student elope somewhere.
Nagakura! I chewed on a smile, watching his shoulders droop in disappointment before I cut in again.
However,
Huh?
if I'm the one asking you, then that would be more acceptable. I feel like that worked. Probably.
Huh? So, does that mean?
I'm not saying we do this today, but sometime later. Would you like to come hang out with me? It'd be just the two of us.
Seeing his grin spread from ear to ear, somehow, it felt like it had exhilarated my heart as well, the way his smile shone so innocently and brightly.
Then how about this Saturday? As for where, I'll text you. I'll think about it and text you.
Sure, I'm looking forward to it.
Ah, yes! It's a done deal!
I found myself thinking his childlike happiness was really adorable.
Oh.
My cheeks went hot without me realizing it as I nodded at what he'd said. We were going to meet up this Saturday. I wondered where he'd take me. I anxiously awaited him texting me where we'd go. I took my phone that had been in my bag and I put it in the pocket of my uniform before I headed to class.
Epilogue. Just the two of us.
Ah.
Down.
Alright. My fun and busy school life passed by in the blink of an eye. It was finally my first spring as a high school graduate. After I had gone through my graduation ceremony, I enjoyed my early spring break to my heart's content.
That was actually really nice. Getting released a week early my senior year.
I don't remember how long we were out for.
Yeah. Anyways.
I think it was like a month. Yes, that was what I did with my special someone. Whoosh! Whoosh! The arcade by the train station was packed with the hustle and bustle as well that day. I would fucking love this. This is it. This would be the perfect fucking date for me. An arcade with like all of the Crane games.
The Bagnell Dam strip out here does have some different things like this out there. Not quite like this, but there's like skee ball and let's see, bumper cars.
You do not understand. I am only in here for the Crane games. I fucking love Crane games. You have no idea.
Oh boy.
Right, I said this already. After my Valentine's Day in my first year since I started hanging out with Nagakura-sensei, the arcade had become our favorite spot. Yes!
Alright! I'm treating you today.
What? You can't. I'll be paying as well.
No, it'll be fine. Just be good and let the adult here pay for today, alright?
Even though he'd call himself the adult, Nagakura-sensei searched my features like he wanted me to spoil him somehow.
Look at his face! Look at his face!
No!
Look at his face!
I know!
Honestly?
I was folded whenever he looked at me with those eyes. Although lately I'd been positively dying to do something for Nagakura-sensei. The day when I became an adult and would be able to return the favor to him would be a good one. We went to play the Crane game, and Nagakura-sensei looked around at all the multicolored prizes on display, searching high and low through them.
Oh.
Will it be alright? It looks like it'll be tricky with the way that plushie's placed.
No, it'll be fine. You're talking to a math teacher here.
Oh god.
The crane's range of movement goes up to here, and with a range of with around 60% of the dull surface area being visible, and its center of gravity should be right around.
Hearing Nagakura-sensei thinking to himself so intently made me giggle a bit. The way he looked while mumbling calculations to himself, dedicating his total concentration to playing the Crane game. It was kind of like he was a little kid, which was pretty cute of him.
Oh, what's up, Yukimura-kun?
Nothing. I was just thinking that when I took my entrance exams, I'd also chosen math as an elective. You had a big impact on how much I came to like math, Nagakura-sensei. That was why I wanted to study more. So I decided to continue my education into university after graduating. Nagakura-sensei smiled shyly at me as I spoke, a little nostalgically.
It is fun to get to the bottom of something you like in the end. I gotta put some elbow grease into it, too.
Incidentally, Setting aside the accuracy of his calculations, it seemed like that still didn't quite match the actual skill of his execution. Oh no. Maybe that was why he hadn't gotten one of the prizes yet.
Maybe only going after the biggest one might be a bad idea.
Well, you might have a point there, but even when it comes to horse racing, aiming for a lucky break always fires me up.
Now that I really thought about it, maybe his problem wasn't with skill, but with luck instead.
Oh wait, is he Arthur secretly?
What?
From the Forbidden Game Fates?
Oh god.
Because he starts off with 0 in his luck and has like a 10% luck growth, I think. Let me keep going.
Maybe.
Keep going. I'll find it.
You got a line though.
Oh, Yukimura, they put in a new stall over there.
A new one?
Hold on. Oh. As Kura-sensei was in high spirits as he pulled me by the hand and brought me up to the counter where some shooting games were lined up.
Oh yeah, the Hillbilly Fair's got those too. Oh, which to play?
He looked around to the side of the stall and read out the game's instructions.
It's the end of the Edo era. In the peaceful town of Edo, countless furies start swarming the land.
There it is.
Looks like a game where you play as some samurai and mow down these man-eating furies. The heck is a fury?
Is it like some kind of monster?
Well, whatever it is, how about we give it a shot? Up to 2 players can go at it as well.
Kura-sensei had brought me to this arcade plenty of times up until today, and I always challenge myself to try out new games. That was Huh?
Okay, so in Conquest he starts off with 1 luck, and same thing in Revelation. He's got I was right, a 10% luck growth with 5% as a berserker and 10% as a hero. Max stat modifiers is -3 in luck. Oh boy.
Oh. Anyway, that was how I'd come to play games for more or less every kind of genre. However,
but it looks kind of scary.
Honestly, seeing the drawings of the Furies with white hair and glowing red eyes drawn on the side of the stall made me pretty unwilling to try.
It'll be fine, because I'll be there to protect you no matter what, Yukimura-kun. Promise.
Okay, then.
Hearing him speak so resolutely, I nodded at him while smiling. It honestly always felt like this. In the end, I always folded to whatever Nagakura-sensei would say.
Of course, you should listen to your elders.
Of course, I never felt like I seriously hated doing that, though.
Oh my god! Let's do this, Yukimura-kun!
Let's do our best.
Oh, they have those plastic samurai swords as katanas at the Hillbilly Fair as well.
I can't. This picture. I can't.
I know.
Which now I'm going to say, God, I wish they handled Nagakura's route better. Yes, in actual Hakuoki, in the remakes. I will say this right now, Nagakura should not have been turned into a Fury.
Okay, you know what? We're going with his route next in Hakuoki OG.
But he's not in OG.
He's not?
No, the original 6 is Hijikata, Okita, Heisuke, Harada, Saito, and Kazuma.
Oh, they did our boy dirty.
He was in the remakes, but like the other 6 were added on, but they weren't worked with as well as they should have been.
They did him dirty.
Yes, I know.
No, you need to fix that.
I need to fix that, I know. I don't know how to mesh his route and Sanon's route, which is what I need to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Nagakura Sensei was really hyped up and he looked really cool with the way he held the katana-shaped controller. I steeled myself and took hold of the other one. When I was by his side, with the way he charged headfirst into everything with boundless curiosity, it felt like seeing a whole new world. Even this arcade was an example. I never thought I'd be coming here to play so frequently. I couldn't think of anyone who would be more fun to go with either.
Yeah, eat that!
His eyes were utterly serious, trained on the screen, arms rolling out wide with his slashes and strikes. The moves and decisions he made were quick and alert, with just the right position as he cleaved his way through practically all the Furies coming after him.
Damn!
I'll cover you.
Just before an enemy was about to eat Nagakura Sensei alive and cut the game short, I frantically swung my controller to stop it.
Yukimura-kun, thank you.
Leave the rear flank to me.
Hearing Nagakura Sensei sound so happy naturally lifted my spirits too.
Why the hell is her outfit so cute?
I don't know!
Ah, stage cleared. Ha! We make the best team.
He struck a triumphant pose from the high of her wind, his grin stretching from ear to ear.
I did that out of instinct too.
I'm just smiling at this. It's just... Ugh.
And with, oh, yeah, apparently you are doing this out of reflex too. The way he sounded so overjoyed, my lips melted into a smile as well. Look at you!
Yes! As I thought, I realized the reason why it was so fun being at the arcade was because he was here, wasn't it? At least, if he wasn't here by my side, I couldn't have had this much fun.
Man, that was a blast! You know, throughout the whole thing, you saved my hide more times than I can count.
But it's thanks to you for taking the lead that we got so far.
Ah.
If I just played it by myself, I probably wouldn't even have cleared the first stage.
Then straightening out my posture, I looked right back at him.
Oh, is she gonna bow to him?
Nagakura-sensei.
Huh?
I wanted to tell him one more time.
Even though I've graduated from Hakuoki Academy, I hope you can take care of me from here on out. I made fresh discoveries when I'm with you. Each time that happens, I feel like I've grown into a newer version of myself. That's why, if it be at all possible, I want to keep spending time together with you from now on.
I feel the same way too, you know. We'll see each other again, even after the spring break.
Smiling bashfully, he gave me a huge nod.
Oh, keep in touch even when you're in uni, alright?
Of course.
The fact I'd forged a new promise with him warmed my heart so much.
Yukimura-kun, you got a lot of guts. And you look real mature too. But you can be surprisingly childlike as well. I don't know what'll happen in the future, so I'm worried that we'll drift apart.
He seemed like he was genuinely worried about me in a heartfelt way. I had mixed feelings seeing him like that.
Boy!
I wanted to say the exact same thing right back at him.
I want to treasure this girl from now on, and even in the future, so I gotta look out for her.
Nagakura-sensei?
What the heck? Why is my chest squeezing so tight like this?
Nagakura-sensei.
No, I can't. This girl's basically like a little sister to me, and any more of this, I now...
Okay, I don't know which one started at this or remake. The little sister bit.
What's wrong?
Nagakura Sensei's eyes opened wide as if he'd just come back to his senses, and then he went stiff.
What was I thinking just now?
Are you alright?
After asking him that in my confusion, he smiled sheepishly as if to dodge the question.
I'm fine, but... Oh, maybe I'm not, really.
After saying that, he faced me head on.
So, we don't really have a student-teacher relationship any longer, so I thought... I was thinking I could, treasure you like a younger sister from now on?
Okay.
That's why, starting from now, I could call you Chizuru, maybe?
That's fine.
You can say no if you want, okay? Oh, right, of course. Calling you by your first name would be weird, wouldn't it?
Really, it's fine.
It seems he finally realized what I meant when I said it the second time.
Well, are you sure?
Seriously, I said it's fine.
When he heard me say it the third time, he looked up to the heavens while pumping his fists victoriously.
Ah! Chizuru! 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 Ah. Let's keep having a great time together.
We'd be able to make plenty of time to see each other from now on as well. I set aside what I didn't get to hear today for next time and look forward to it.
Aw.
Thinking about it like that, I couldn't help but be excited for the near future. Nope, not yet. Fuck. Really, so much had happened to me since I enrolled at Hakuoki Academy. My third year that saw off my academy life really did go by in the blink of an eye. Even after I had graduated, I found myself wishing I could have stayed there a little longer. And in that wonderful academy, the person who had the biggest influence on me more than anyone else had to be Nagakura-sensei. Energetic, full of feeling, and so sunny, he was a person who naturally made me smile when I was with him. I gave him Valentine's Day chocolates every year since I met him. Yet Nagakura-sensei always looked close to tears with how happy he was every time I did. How can I put it? He cared for me a lot, like an older brother would. You could probably call it that. There was something hugely different about us compared to siblings related by blood.
Kinda like you and your brother?
Nah, but that's different. I also knew that he was a reliable, splendid man at heart. He told me that he'd bring me someplace I'd like next time. It seemed to be a celebration for my graduation ceremony, plus my success with my university entrance exams as a White Day gift for me. I happened to mention that I honestly wanted to try going to the theme park by the seaside. Nagakura-sensei said that he had plenty to go on from his wallet, so that'd be a-okay. He said that twice. However, staying out is prohibited, so we'll go where we can go in the morning and come back the same day. He really did sound like an older brother saying that, though. I wonder how long he'll go on feeling like he was my older brother. I already had an older brother for real, so I wanted Nagakura-sensei to make a class change quick.
He's gotta meet the requirements first.
Yes. But part of me also thought that spending time with him this way was fun too. What the fuck happened over there?
I picked up some peppermint bark Ghirardelli chocolate.
Yes.
And something metal fell on the floor.
Okay.
It's kind of like my letter opener.
Oh. This spring, after leaving the nest of Hakuoki Academy, all I wanted to do after I graduated, one way or another, was to spend even more time with Nagakura-sensei. I wished that from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, now it's the end credits.
Yes. Let us enjoy. I've won a trophy, bronze. Ha! Ha!
Ah, it's getting so close to the freezing mark out here, and it's still light rain and snow outside.
Oh Jesus.
I know you're jealous.
Yes. Also, my son.
It's your son.
It's my son.
Right. So. I'm sorry. God. I need to fix Nagakura's route. I'm sorry. I am so glad I started his over.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I started his road because I didn't like how it was going. Now I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna turn into a fury. I'm sorry. Nagakura and Harada would both not turn into a fury. Saying that straight up. He did not deserve that.
No, he does not.
He did not deserve to be turned. Anyway.
Tomorrow afternoon?
Hopefully, we'll be doing Fashion Dreamer and finishing off the fantasy fair. And doing whatever else is left, I guess. And then,
That night,
we're coming back with more SSL, aren't we?
we can.
Or
I'm
what-
up.
or
We
what-
can start your son's route.
I know, we can't start my son's route. Or did you have something else in mind?
I mean, we're gonna be doing Pokemon on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. We are.
I'll spin it. Either way, it's gonna be dubbing.
Yeah. Okay.
Select all. Get rid of it.
Oh, they're not.
I almost typed Hijokata.
Hijokata?
Instead of a second I, it was a O.
Oh, did they stop streaming? Fuck.
Yeah, they did.
Ugh.
Alright, 10 entries. We're doing the best of 3 wins.
Oh, what did you put in there?
SSL Ibuki, OG Hijikata.
Oh, okay.
And I've made the spin a little bit too long because I made it 30 seconds, I think. Fuck!
Jesus Christ.
As soon as this first one gets done, I'll switch it.
Okay.
Yeah, because Silvas actually expressed interest on doing stuff on Pokemon Saturday. He was gonna come out.
Okay.
That's gonna be the afternoon stream.
Alright.
So round 1 goes to... Come on! Oh, this is gonna be close! It's gonna be Hijikata first.
Alright, change the time. Meanwhile, is there anything I'm missing? Oops, not what I meant to do. Wrong button.
It's not what I want. There we go. During the spin, oh, it wasn't. It was not 30 seconds like I thought. It was 50. What the fuck?
Stuff.
What was I doing earlier?
I don't know what you were doing earlier, sir.
Oh, let's see. It's round 2. I took it down to 10 seconds again.
Okay.
Like this a little bit.
What is going on?
Spinning again, cause now it's even.
Okay. What is tomorrow? Night.
Remove. Well, tomorrow night looks like it's gonna be OG Hakuoki.
Oh shit, okay, that means I gotta get to where we left off, because it kinda
After
crashed.
4, yeah, it did.
So, tomorrow night, OG Hakuoki.
Hakuoki. Yeah.
And maybe not finish his route.
Maybe finish it,
Wait.
provided Twitch doesn't crash. Or no,
No,
it was
Garnet. Garnet.
Yeah.
Garnet crashed, not Twitch. Garnet itself. The baby, the toddler. Anyway,
Please drink water.
have a good day or night.
Try not to die because you didn't drink water. We will see you tomorrow afternoon, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.